Coming to you from After Dark World headquarters, welcome to the new home of KD After Dark at Large. This is a channel that is dedicated to the interests and preoccupations of KD. Thank you for liking and subscribing.
Howdy. This is Special Correspondent Chris Speedwagon coming at you for KD After Dark at Large for an episode of In the Kitchen with Chef Speedwagon. Today, we're going to do something a little special here. For anyone who's lived in the Caroline area for any length of time, we're taking this back to the 1950s. A gentleman by the name of Powell, big political figure back then, had a little restaurant as well. And he had a sandwich that he called a Wendy's Beefdog. Now don't be confused thinking that if you go anywhere to ask for a beef dog, that if you do, you're going to get a hot dog. This ain't a hot dog. Something altogether different. We at this channel, we like to promote things that's for the working man, because that's what we are, working men. You know, we work hard, and we enjoy meals that are simple and easy and enjoyable. So KD's been pimping this recipe to me for a while now. I just haven't had a chance to make it yet. So today's the day. I'm making Wendy Powell's beef dogs. So I'm going to take and let you see. So we got stew beef. We got oregano, garlic powder, salt, chili powder, black pepper, Worcestershire sauce, Texas Pete. Those are the ingredients that's going to go into this here Hamilton Beach crock pot. Now that's going to take a little while to cook. It takes about, I think it's 3.5 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff in the pot, get it started, and then once it's all in the slow cooker going, I'll come back, I'll show you a little bit of it, and then we'll go from there. And then several hours later, we'll come back and we'll let you see how good it's going to be. So we'll see you in a little bit. Bye. All right. That's what it looks like in the early stages. I mean, all the ingredients in it are good ingredients, so I use every one of them in my steak marinade, so what about it? You know, it should be gooder than hell. So it's on to simmer now. Should be about 3.5 hours, or until the meat is tender. You know, I'm very excited about this. Like I said, KD's been pimping this for a while. You know, we're all the time trying to, you know, revive things from the past and bring it back. Things that's kind of fallen to the wayside, and just bring it back. You know, because some things from the past that are gone are great. You know. It's missing from the world today and needs to be brought back. Good eating is one of those things. That's one of the things I value from my childhood. You know, my great grandma, she was a heck of a cook. She's one of those people that you walk in the house and 10 minutes later, you had a whole fried chicken dinner with mashed taters and everything on the table. 10 minutes, and everything was from the farm. You know, so a lot of that's missing. You know, I eat out a lot, but I don't necessarily like to. So finding dishes like this is nice. I live alone. I don't cook all the time because it's just me, So, but something like this is special, I think it's something everybody needs to learn about, and hopefully you can try it yourself. Katie and I both have the recipe, so if anybody sees this and wants it, one of us will be more than happy to provide it for you. Side note about Wendy, it's not W-E-N-D-Y, it's W-I. Like, it's windy outside, just for clarification, so you don't go looking and wind up at Wendy's. And, but beyond that, well, my cat's is going crazy now, so beyond that, I'm going to let this stuff simmer. I'm going to chill out until it's ready. So, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Later. All right. So we're back. Got everything ready, more or less, for making the sandwiches. So, to our knowledge, here at KD After Dark at Large, Wendy Powell is not necessarily the creator of this sandwich, the Beefdog, but he perfected it. He added something to it, did something for it, made it different, made it his own. So that's the recipe we have. If anybody knows of any other area that had this sandwich, let us know. We're always curious to learn. But so here's the meat. I had to check it back in the microwave because it cooled off. Sitting out here waiting for me to get the other stuff ready. So I'm making two different sandwiches. One, I'm making it the traditional way, because you always got to give respect to the sandwich and have it at least one time, preferably the first time, the way it was intended. Because the person that created that sandwich made that sandwich for a reason. He or she may have, put a lot of time, effort into it, thought hard about it, or it may have just been something, that came across by accident one time. And we're nice enough to share it with the world. Kind of like what we're doing, I guess. Hold on. All right, so the one sandwich is going to have some onions on it. They just go right on top of the sandwich. I know I could just be using a knife, but I'm going to go ahead and put onions on this other one too, because it's going to get onions anyway. I already put mayonnaise on there. The only mayonnaise that we at KD After Dark approve, Duke's. All right. So some people like to put some extra Worcestershire sauce on here. My dad used to call that worse than shit sauce. I always like to flavor it, and perhaps some extra Texas Pete, so what the heck. But then, since we're in Chef Speedwagon's kitchen, there's one other way I like to have a sandwich. And of course, that's Speedwagon style, which is onions, mustard, Bunker Hill, and coleslaw. Kind of how, you have hot dogs. But remember, this ain't a hot dog. But remember, I like just about all my sandwiches with these 4 condiments on it. So, without hesitation, hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, due to budget constraints here at KD After Dark at Large, I had to take a brief photo moment. So, anyway, so here it is, the OG Wendy's Beefdog. Well, not the OG. KD's actually only had 2 of the OGs in his life. The crock pot was born for this recipe because it's been used twice and it was used to make this very recipe. So, first time ever eating one of these. That's freaking good. I highly encourage y'all to get this recipe because it's really good. I'm actually getting swarmed over here. I'm sorry, so I'll have to finish this up real quick because it really smells great. So here's the Speedwagon. That's really good too, but honestly, the OG way is so good, it doesn't need anything extra. It's just Duke's mayonnaise, Powell's Beefdog, and onions, so a couple squirts of some Worcestershire and Texas Pete on top. It's already in the crock pot. So, but you need to make this recipe. It's fantastic. I got to fight off some cats so I can finish eating my food. So, until next time, this Chef Speedwagon signing off for another episode of In the Kitchen with Chef Speedwagon. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Try to stay out of trouble. Later.